Hello and welcome to today's episode. In today's episode we are going to be using this wheel bearing kit that I got from Amazon. Lots and lots of bits and stuff in there to change the front wheel bearing on my Polo 86c Mk2, this thing we're on right now. So let's get to it. This is the bearing we're going to be changing. Right, first things first, let's get this drive shaft, end bolt, hub nut, whatever you want to call it, let's get that undone. I don't have a breaker bar because I broke it. So I'll be using my Halford's Professional ratchet with a bar. This has already got broken ratchet teeth inside, so it's like Russian roulette knowing where you're going to get it, but hopefully this will work. With this undone, you can see the drive shaft can move in and out, but look at the state of this wheel bearing. That's the hub. Look at that. No wonder that was making a lot of noise. Get this washer out. Anyway, right. First thing I have to do now is, what I need to do is get this pinch bolt out the bottom here. I need to get that out to enable me to pull this hub out a bit, so I can get the drive shaft out the way. Then I can get this hub out by whacking it from behind. There we go. Pinch bolt out. Oh, it's hot in here. Really hot in here. Right, I'd normally try and push this down to get it out. Normally I undo the two bolts on the anti-roll bar to get this out, but I think I might have to actually. Come on. There we go, we got it. There we go. Right. Let's get that drive shaft out the way. There we go. Right. Now, I'm going to pop this back into the bottom of there. Actually, no, I'm not. Let's spin this around here. Right, now we need to get this hub out. This is not going to be easy. I'm thinking this may have been a lot easier to do on the bench. Maybe I just take the whole arm out, the whole leg out even. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to take the whole leg out and do it on the bench. There it goes. There we go, on the bench. Right, now in here, a circlip and stuff I've got to get out of there, and then I've got to knock this out using some kind of socket and a hammer. Can't actually find my lump hammer anywhere. Typical, so I'm going to have to use a bloody nail hammer, but I'm sure I can make it work. There we go, clip out. Okay, I'm going to be using a size 24mm socket. Put it in there and hammer the crap out of it, and hopefully this hub should fall off. So let's give it a go, shall we? This pitiful hammer. I've left the circlip on that side so it holds the bearing, because it's the centre I want to get out. So, make sure it's in properly. I need a proper hammer for this. No, I don't. Wow, this is going to be the bit that gets me. Getting this race off of here, that could be the bit that stumps me on this build. On this, you know, what, bearing. This could be the bit that stumps me. Not changing that, this. So first things first, let's get this bearing out. Okay, circlip number 2 out. Most of the, oh, look at this. This really had seen better days, hasn't it? The state of that. Right. Right, which way are we going to push this out? I reckon push it out. Oh, it makes no bloody difference, does it? I'll probably be better off putting a cup on this side. So let's get this started. Right, let's decide which cup is going to sit on here best. Too small. Aha, that looks spot on. Perfect size. Right, which one of these fits that? That one fits that. Basically what happens is the bearing gets pushed into that cup. Now we have to decide on what push ring, whatever you want to call it, sits perfectly in there. So let's have a look what sizes we got. What's that one saying? That one's too big. What are these like? What's that? Way too big. Well, there's only one that size. That's the size there. That looks too small though. See, that's going to leave some race behind. That's not right. Oh, what the hell? That's too big. No! You bastard! I've just dropped that right on my wheel and took a chunk out my wheel. Anyway, that's not going to fit. So, right. Stick a washer on it. Stick the cup on the other side. Bear with me. Okay, that's on the top. That's on the bottom for the cup to go in, for the bearing to go into. Oh no, it's not fully out. Let me just tap that. That'll come. There we go. Bearing out. Left it pretty clean as well. I do save some myself. Right, let's clean this up. I need to clean this all up in here. Actually, to be fair, it's pretty clean. What I want to do is I'm going to put the circlip in. Okay, we have one circlip. Let's put this circlip in. I'm trying to hold a camera and do this at the same time. It's not the one. I'd say about there. Let's make sure it's in. So can I move it around? Yep, that's fine. That's in. Right. The reason I want to put that circlip in is because I'm planning on putting the bearing in from the other side, and this is where I want it to stop against. So the circlip is in. Let's go and get the bearing. And if you're wondering why I'm saying go and get the bearing, I'll show you why I'm saying go get the bearing. To get the bearing, we've come to my fridge, or freezer I should say, in the bottom here, in the bag of ice. It seems to have ice stuck all over it. Oh, it's stuck to it. Let's get this ice off. There we go. One frozen bearing. The reason I've got a bearing out of the freezer is because when things get really cold, they shrink. It will make it a lot easier to push in if it's smaller and cold, more specifically colder than the metal around it. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, hole in there is perfectly clear. A lot of people say to use a bit of oil or something on them. I put them in dry because the whole point of pressing something in is that it's pressed in and becomes part of the metal. So I don't use anything on them. Okay, what we got here is, what I don't like is, here's the old bearing, what I don't like is the fact that this one, when it's just going to push it in, doesn't sit on the edge. I want to sit on the edge of the bearing, so I'm actually going to use the old bearing to sit on that bearing to pull it into the final steps. But to begin with, we just want it to start. So we've got a plate on the bottom, plate on the top. We'll do this up, we're going to pull it in. We're going to pull it in to begin with, right there. Get it to start. Oh no, my drill's running, the thing's running out of battery. No. Now I'm going to use the old bearing to push it, just to push it home. Got a little way to go yet. Let's go put this on charge. Okay, well, right, while that is on, while my gun's on charge, I'm going to see what I can do about getting this race off of this hub. We need to stick it in a vise. Okay, I've got it in a vise. Don't mind the mess in here, since I have a shed. I've got a bloody nail hammer and I've got a punch, and what I'm going to try and do is get in behind it and see if I can just tap it forward to try and get it off. It's moving. Ah. Oh god, I'm good. Boy's a genius. There we go. There we have it, back in the workshop. Hub is all looking alright. Give it a clean up. Yep, perfectly reusable that. Yeah, happy days. Okay, I'm still waiting. God, sweat dripping. Okay, I'm still waiting for my charger to charge. Charger. Yeah. I'm still waiting for my rattle gun battery to charge up, so I'm gonna go make myself some lunch, and then I'll get back on with it. Pardon me. Okay, we are back. It's not fully charged, but I reckon it'll be enough to get it in. Right, let's carry on with this. Oh, are we in? Are we in? Oh no. Oh no. Have I pressed this bearing in as well? I've pressed the other bearing in as well. No. Where's the hammer? I've pressed the other bearing in too. So that one's butted up, that one's in. I seem to have pressed this bearing in as well. There we go. That never happened. There we go, that's in. It was only in that far. Circlip. Where's the other new circlip? Okay, new circlip to go in. And typical, as soon as I start filming, they start to do a fate at the school around the corner. That new circlip just needs to pop in it. There we go. That is in. Can I turn it? If I can get them back in. Yeah, that's in. We have one bearing in. Right now we've got to push the hub in. Okay, we now have this hub needs to go in here from the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to get something that sits on the hub face. That one will do, and then I want one that's going to sit on, that needs to be on there, in there. By Job, we did it. Nice new bearing. Okay, we have a nice new bearing. All done. Back in, spinning lovely. Lovely. Now, let's get it back on the car. First things first though, I want to replace this CB boot. But that's not part of this video, that'll be in a different video. So I'll get on with the CB boot and then I'll put the car back together. And there we have it. Just like magic in this video, we have a new CB boot. All done. Ready to go. That will be in probably my next video. I'll video me doing the other side. So yeah, let's put this back together, shall we? Okay, we're all back together. Lovely new bearing, no play at all. Lovely new CB boot. Right, let's get the brakes back on. There we have it. Brakes are now back on. I can finally put the wheel on. Moment of truth. Wheel spins lovely. Any movement? Not a thing. Not a sausage. Wheel bearing done. Right, anyway, that is that. The next job I'll be doing is the CV boot on the other side of the car. That'll be in the next video, which will be here once it's done. Anyway, so if you like my content, please like and subscribe. It helps me out, and all that jazz. Thank you. See you in the next one.